Hello guys. Well, today we're going to analyze this little phrase. It's a two-bar phrase from Django Reinhardt on his improvisation of Suite Two. I'm going to post this full transcription from Django tomorrow on Sunday. Okay. I think it's pretty simple to analyze this phrase, but I thought it was interesting to have a phrase like this, because again we are looking at a phrase where Django uses a very common arpeggios in Gypsy jazz. So I want to take a look at this and some particularities that we can find in this phrase. So first, I want to play slowly the phrase on the D7 chord, and up here I'm going to put the arpeggio that we can think of. So the first bar is like this, right? So this is a D7, but without he doesn't start on the root, and he doesn't play the flat ninth either. He starts on the F sharp. The major ninth. Okay, it sounds pretty cool. What we can think here on a pretty simple superimposition of arpeggios. So on the D7, for example, when you play a D7 that goes to a minor chord, you can think of this. This is a common superimposition too. The diminished arpeggio, right? Because by doing this, we have the flat ninth. But when we have this kind of this D7, but that goes to a major chord, major sixth in this case, then we can play in this case an F sharp minor 7 flat 5, yeah, and that and you will play that from the third. So this is the arpeggio, the full arpeggio. Right? Here comes something particular. We don't know how Django thought about this. I suppose that he only played and he looked for these colors, but I don't think that Django thought about diagrams and scales and stuff like that. I don't think that he did that, but we can't know it, and I don't know if it's useful for us to know what he thought when he played. What is useful is what we thought and what's easier for us. You can look at this feature in several different ways. You can think of this arpeggio as a D7 with a ninth. And that you use that ninth wherever whenever you want. I don't know. And many people like to think of this as I said before, a minor 7 flat 5. And then you play the root, because the F sharp minor 7 flat 5 doesn't have this root, but you know where it is all the time. And another way of thinking this is that you think, for example, you are playing the D7, and that you think the A minor sixth, right? These are the same notes. So again, we have to use what is useful for us. Also, we have to think what is useful for us. So that's why I think you can think of G7 again. Let's play this again quickly. A G7 with the added ninth. You can think of this as a F sharp minor 7 flat 5. So here you don't have the root, but you see it all the time. Or you can think of this as a minor sixth, A minor sixth. So in this case, you have the F sharp from the third, from the major third of the, or you have the A minor sixth from the fifth of the D7, right? Look at this, how he skips two notes. F sharp, A, C, F sharp. He didn't play the D and the E. And he goes back with an A minor triad here. I don't know, I liked this phrase and I wanted to create an exercise for you because it's pretty simple. And then he finished. We have the D7 and that goes to a G6, right? And he plays this. Look at how Django probably played this. Approach note to the tonic, third, sixth, and tonic again. So what's the arpeggio here? if we start, we can think of this as from here, right? G, B, D, E, and you can play here D and B. That could be the arpeggio, the full arpeggio. But he skips the D. He didn't play the D note here or here, which is pretty understandable because it changes all the line. If you play that D note, it changes what fingers you use, it changes everything, I think. So in this case, I think it's not for melodic purposes, but for technical purposes. I don't know. That's what I think, but you can have a different thought. You can think that he played this for melodic purposes. I don't know. So for us, that we have our 4 fingers. That would be the full arpeggio in this position. It's interesting that you learned all these arpeggios in all 4 or 5 positions all along the fretboard. It's not only interesting but pretty necessary, I think. In the future, I think I'll make one video just showing all the arpeggios: major 7th, minor 7th, 7th, minor 7th, flat 5, etc. 6th, minor 6th, etc. Because I'm not sure if all of you know all these arpeggios, these different species, all along the fretboard. And for these exercises that I'm creating, it's pretty necessary that you know all these arpeggios in order to analyze these phrases, and that we can progress quickly. Okay, so for example, if you want to play the G6, you have this position here. The next would be this. Right? The other one would be this. The other position would be this. And the other position would be this. Right? And then you have again this one, which is this one. So I think in the future it would be interesting to have in just one video all these arpeggios. But let me know if you're interested in having such a video like that. Okay, so again, like all my other videos, when I want to practice one little phrase all along the fretboard, I need to transpose that phrase to other set of strings, and that would be, that's interesting because, as we know already, that if you don't play that on a different set of strings, then you would have to jump a lot during the exercise. And another thing is that I want to explore the fretboard, because this way you can come up with different phrases, right? And let me show you why I think this. Let's play this on the next phrase for this other position. G7, G7, C6. Okay, so again we are, this is the arpeggio that we are using. B minor 7 flat 5. This you can see clearly how he skipped the G and the A. So and then he goes back with a D minor triad. Okay, here he plays this arpeggio, as we as we just saw. B minor 7 flat 5, which when we play this over G7 chord, we have a G9 chord. And then he plays this little phrase over C6. Back. The arpeggio here is right. So he plays the full arpeggio, the full now, some notes, but with the chromatic note from below to the root, then the third, sixth, and tonic. Right, so the full phrase would be you can see here that it's different, you know, because when we play on the other set of strings, we play on 4 strings, and when we play this phrase on this other set of strings, we play on 3 strings. That's what changes, right? Because it's easier. I think Django did play that because of this, right? But if we want to play on the same on 3 strings, look what happens. It's uncomfortable, at least for me, you know. And here, if I want to play this, the same line, the same shape that Django used, you know, I would have to use to do that. One finger, the index finger plays here, here, and here. So I thought it's easier to adapt this phrase and play it differently like this. And you can use your pinky or your ring finger. I think I would use this, because of that. Whenever it's possible, I tend to use to avoid using the pinky. On the case of this exercise, I think I used a lot the pinky. It's easier, I think. So whatever it's better for you, more comfortable, use it. Don't overthink it. Okay. I think that's all. Remember, you can buy this this exercise with the backing track here, following the link in the video description. If you buy it, you will have the PDF and the audio at 3 different speeds: 100%, 90%, and 80%, and the backing track with the same 3 different speeds. Or you can have all these lessons, all the lessons I was creating this past 2 months, and the transcriptions of these latest 4 months for just $7.50 the month on Patreon. So if you have the possibility of paying $7.50 each month, that would be great for me, because it's a very good support for me, and I think you would benefit a lot, because I post 6 transcriptions each month, plus 1 lesson or backing track each Saturday. And well, if you want to buy some of the books I was creating on this past 4 years, you would have benefits as a patron, right? Okay, guys, I hope you find this interesting, and that you can have a little fun with this. Have a great Saturday, guys. See you next time.